Hello everyone, I'm Shantae and you are watching Shake It Up with Shantae. If you've been here before, welcome back and thank you. If this is your first time, welcome to my channel. I know it's been a while, but hey, life happens. I'm back and nonetheless back with a vengeance. I'm going to attempt to upload 2 to 3 videos a week with a little bit of everything, some cooking, some taste testing, some vlogging, some home decor, maybe even a house tour. I know you've read the title, and I'm going to be teaching you how I cook my ribeyes on the stove. I'm going to be cooking them with some mushrooms, onions, and I'm going to have a side order mashed potatoes with some garlic and some butter. So, say no more. I'm starving. Okay, you guys, I have my ribeyes. I have 2 bone-in ribeye steaks that I got from my local Food Depot. One was $8.26 and the other one was $8.19. I'm going to be cooking one for me and my husband. You will need, I use Badia complete seasoning. You would need that, some soul seasoning. I have some Cajun style spicy seasoning, some accents, some garlic powder, some black pepper, a little bit of oil, and a half a stick of butter. That is just for my steak. Then I have onions, I have mushroom, and I have red potatoes for my garlic and butter mashed potatoes. That reminds me, I need to get the garlic out of the refrigerator. All right, so first I'm going to unpackage my steaks and I'm going to rinse them off and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I just went to go wash my steaks off in some cold water, and now I'm going to pat them dry a little bit. You don't want them too wet. They can be a little wet, but not too wet. These steaks are really thick. They're about a half an inch thick. So I'm just gonna pat them dry on both sides. Not just, they don't have to be just dried out, but you don't want them extra wet either. So I'm going to just sit them there and move this plate out of the way and wash my hands really quickly. I'm also going to go ahead and turn my cast iron skillet on medium-high heat. You don't want it to be on high because you don't want it to burn. These are kind of thick. You don't want it to be on low as well either because you don't want them to saute. You want them to just fry a little bit. And I will not be putting them in the oven. I'm going to completely cook them on top of the stove. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of oil in the skillet. I'm gonna put this whole half stick of butter in there with the oil. And if you want to use olive oil, you can. I'm just using a little bit of vegetable oil, just regular vegetable oil, and a half a stick of butter. That's real butter, by the way. If you want to use margarine, you can use margarine, but I'm going to use real butter. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and season my steak. I'm gonna put my accent on first on both sides. And I know some people like to take a fork and put holes in your steak. I guess you think that's gonna make it cook faster or make the seasoning get into it, but you do not want to take a fork and stick holes in your steak. That's gonna make it kind of tough once it starts cooking. So you want to leave it whole. Just don't put any holes in it. Leave it as is. So I put me some complete. I put some accent. I'm going to use soul seasoning because it has a little salt in it instead of me using just regular salt. Like I said, I like flavor. I like everything to be seasoned. So I want this steak to be well seasoned. I just don't like salt and pepper. I do use salt and pepper, but I just don't use it on my steak and that's it. I'm going to use some garlic powder next. Put some garlic powder on there. And then I have some Kingsford Cajun style all-purpose seasoning. You can use this on chicken as well. Chicken, beef, this is awesome. You should try some of this. This is great. I'm gonna put it on both sides. And also, when you take your steak out of the fridge, don't cook it right then. Let it sit out and get almost room temperature. Don't just put it in there, or don't just cook it and then cook it right out of the refrigerator while it's really, really cold, because that makes it tough as well. And I'm gonna put a little bit of black pepper. Okay. All right, that's it for the seasonings for the steak. I'm gonna let my skillet get hot, and I'm gonna go ahead and peel my potatoes for my mashed potatoes and peel my onion as well. All right, so now that my oil and my butter has heated up, I'm going to go ahead and lay my steaks inside my cast iron skillet. Hope both of them will fit. Okay. I'm going to let them cook. I will not flip them. I will not touch them. I'm not going to poke holes in them. I'm just going to let them cook just like this for about 6 or 7 minutes, and then I'm going to flip them over. I'll know when it's time to flip them over because there will be a dark ring around the bottom letting me know that the other side is done, and I want my season to sear on the other side. So I'm just going to let them cook here for about 7 minutes, 6 to 7 minutes, and then I'm going to flip them. Okay, I'm just going to, let me do my onion first. I'm going to go ahead and cut this onion up because this is going to go right in the skillet. All right, I think that's all the onion I'm going to use. And then I have my mushrooms already ready, so I'm going to cut up my potatoes. I'm going to rinse my cutting board off first. I'm peeling my potatoes. And these are red potatoes, so you don't have to take all of the skin off these potatoes. I like to see a little bit red when I'm cooking, when I'm using red potatoes. So I do peel a little bit off, but you don't have to peel all of it off. I like to see a little color in my potatoes. So I'm just gonna cut a little bit more. Okay, so it's about time for me to turn my steaks over. I can smell the sear on the side. Let me just wipe down my camera a little bit. Wipe everything up. And go ahead and flip my steaks. And notice I'm using tongs instead of, ooh, now that is good looking right there. Ooh, look at that. This one didn't have room to spread. That's how come it's standing up like that. But don't worry, it'll go down. But that's how you want your steak to look. I'm going to let this cook for about 5 or 6 minutes on this side. I'm going to add some salt to my water for my potatoes. You want to put that salt in there kind of heavy. I'm going to go ahead and add my potatoes. These are not going to take long to cook at all. I try to cut them up as small as possible. So I'm going to let them cook in that salt water on medium high. And we're going to let this just cook for about 5 minutes. I have my onions and my mushrooms ready and my garlic. So we'll give that about 5 more minutes to cook. Alright y'all, so my steaks are done. I like my steaks medium well. I don't like them well done. So for me, this is done. If it has a little bit of pink, just a little bit, is done enough for me. I don't want it raw. I don't want it medium. I like medium well. So they are done. I'm going to let them rest right here. Look at these steaks. Oh my goodness. Look at these steaks. Look at these ribeyes. Perfect. These are what you call perfectly cooked medium well ribeyes. Perfectly cooked. Alright. So I will not be draining this oil or butter out of this skillet. I will not. I am going to saute my onions and my mushrooms right in this seasoning. I am going to cook this right in here. You don't have to put any more seasoning in here. You don't have to put any more seasoning. It has enough. That's where all your flavor is. Down in the bottom of this skillet, all of your flavor is down in here. So you want to spread this out. I did not cut the temperature down on the skillet. I'm going to let this cook. I had to separate them two. They want to be together. Okay, so I'm going to just let this saute here for a minute until it gets done. It may take about 6 minutes at the most. I'm gonna let that cook, and my potatoes are still cooking. I'm gonna let my steak rest, and I'll be back. All right, so my mushroom and onions, they are done. They are the way I wanted them to be. They're just golden brown. I mean, when I tell you these things have so much flavor in them, I can't wait to eat. I'm going to go ahead and cut the skillet off, and I'm going to take these out of the pan. I mean, these, look, you can just basically eat this by itself. This is so good because really, mushrooms kind of taste like meat. If you eat mushrooms, you know exactly what it is. This is a meal itself. I will be topping my potatoes off with this. And there you have it. You have some mushrooms and onions for your steak. All right, everyone, my mashed potatoes are done. I'm going to go ahead and plate this for you guys. So I'm gonna put my steak, and then I'm gonna take a few of these mashed potatoes that I made. Oh my God, when I say these mashed potatoes are amazing, these mashed potatoes are amazing. And I'm gonna take some of my sauteed onion and mushroom. Oh my goodness. Look, you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna let some of that garlic and oil and butter drizzle on there. When I tell y'all, I'm about to eat. When I tell y'all I'm about to eat, I am about to eat. Okay, I'm going to get me some steak sauce and get me a fork, and I will see you guys at the table. First, let me taste these mashed potatoes. When I tell y'all, these mashed potatoes are so good. Let me cut this steak for y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. These mushrooms. Look at these mushrooms. Cooked perfectly. These mushrooms are cooked perfectly. I want to thank you all for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Love you. Bye.